What if Ace and Luffy became rival brothers under Whitebeard's shadow? What if Ace had formed his crew and Luffy had joined Whitebeard instead? What if, instead of fighting side by side, they became rivals, each leading different paths under the same flag? Luffy, without the Gomu Gomu no Mi, relying only on his raw strength and haki, rises as a fierce force with Whitebeard's crew, while Ace's path leads him into his leadership role. Luffy's backstory. Luffy's backstory takes a twist right from the start. In this alternate timeline, he isn't Dragon's son, but instead, he's Whitebeard's. Whitebeard, who's already known for his strength and leadership, finds love with an unnamed woman, and together, they welcome a son, Luffy. But just as Luffy is born, tragedy strikes. Luffy's mother dies during childbirth, leaving Whitebeard devastated. This loss hits him hard, but despite the heartbreak, he doesn't give up. Whitebeard, although crushed by the loss of his beloved, decides to raise Luffy as his own. While growing up, Luffy is surrounded by the crew that Whitebeard has built, forming deep connections with them. He doesn't have the same freedom he would have if raised by ordinary parents, but he finds a unique sense of belonging among the Whitebeard pirates. One of the most important figures in Luffy's life becomes Marco, the First Division commander. Luffy looks up to Marco, not just for his strength, but also for his quirky, talking parrot persona. To Luffy, Marco is the epitome of cool, and Marco's kind, protective nature makes him feel even more at home within the crew. Luffy joins the Whitebeard Pirates. At 15 years old, Luffy decides to follow in his father's footsteps and join the Whitebeard Pirates. But unlike the Luffy we know, he doesn't have the Gomu Gomu no Mi. Instead, he relies entirely on his raw strength and impressive proficiency with haki. Even without a devil fruit power, Luffy proves himself time and time again. As the days go by, he grows stronger, quickly earning the respect of the crew. His determination and ability to push through any challenge make him a force to be reckoned with. And it's clear he's got the potential to be a great pirate, just like Whitebeard. Not long after Luffy joins, rumors start to spread that someone is targeting Whitebeard's crew. To everyone's surprise, it's none other than Ace, the son of Goldie Roger and a rival pirate who has been causing trouble for Whitebeard. Luffy's instincts kick in, and he's eager to take him down, but Whitebeard intervenes, telling him not to hurt Ace. He explains that Ace is the son of a rival pirate, and while they can't ignore him, they shouldn't harm him right away. Luffy and Ace's rivalry. When Luffy and Ace first meet, they're like oil and water, completely at odds. They hate each other from the start, constantly butting heads over the silliest things. Who can cook the best? Who can eat the fastest? Who can sing better, even though neither of them can carry a tune? Their rivalry isn't just for show, it's personal. Each one wants to prove that they're the better one, and they'll go to ridiculous lengths to do it. It's like they can't help but challenge each other in the most random, pointless ways. But even though their constant bickering seems childish, there's a deeper respect beginning to form under the surface. As time goes on, something starts to shift. The rivalry doesn't go away, but it starts to change. They no longer view each other as just an annoying rival. Instead, they see qualities in each other that they admire. Ace begins to respect Luffy's determination and strength, and Luffy comes to realize just how much Ace has gone through to get where he is. What starts as petty competition turns into a bond that neither of them can ignore. They start working together more, learning from each other, and pushing each other to get better. Blackbeard's murder of Thatch tragedy strikes the Whitebeard pirates when Blackbeard, one of their own crew members, betrays them in the worst possible way. He murders Thatch. Thatch, a beloved member of the crew, is killed by Blackbeard in a shocking act of violence that shakes the entire crew to its core. Whitebeard, bound by his strict code of honor, declares that it is Luffy's responsibility to avenge Thatch's death. This isn't just about revenge, it's about upholding the honor of the Whitebeard pirates and maintaining the integrity of the crew. Luffy, ever loyal to his crew and his father, takes this responsibility seriously. He's ready to do whatever it takes to honor Whitebeard's code, but he doesn't face this challenge alone. Ace, now his trusted vice commander and close friend, stands by his side, promising to help him track down Blackbeard and make him pay for what he did. The two of them embark on a journey that will take them across the seas in search of the man who betrayed their family. The final showdown with Blackbeard. The showdown with Blackbeard is nothing short of explosive. Luffy and Ace are locked in battle against Blackbeard's crew, while Blackbeard himself faces them head-on. The fight is intense, and at first, it seems like they have the upper hand. But things take a drastic turn when Blackbeard uses his devil fruit powers to change the game. His ability to manipulate darkness gives him the upper hand, and soon, Luffy and Ace find themselves struggling to keep him at bay. As the battle rages on, the two brothers work together to hold off Blackbeard, but the fight is wearing them down. Despite their best efforts, Blackbeard's powers prove too much, and Ace is ultimately captured. It's a devastating moment for both of them, as Ace is taken away, destined for Impel Down. The defeat is crushing, but Luffy doesn't give up. He's more determined than ever to rescue his brother and seek vengeance for their fallen comrades. Luffy and Whitebeard's response. After Ace is captured by Blackbeard and sent to Impel Down, Luffy is crushed, but he doesn't back down. In this timeline, Luffy's determination only grows stronger. Instead of rushing off to rescue Ace with a ragtag team from Impel Down, like in the original series, Luffy stays with Whitebeard. He focuses on planning their next move, which is an all-out attack on Marineford to free Ace from the Marines' grip. During this time, Luffy gets even stronger. Without the help of the Impel Down pirates, like Jinbe, Crocodile, or Buggy, he has to rely purely on his own strength and strategy. This forces Luffy to push himself harder, refining his abilities, especially his mastery of Haki. In this version of events, he may even surpass his original power levels, becoming more skilled and more confident as he trains under Whitebeard's guidance. Whitebeard, who sees great potential in Luffy, keeps him grounded, teaching him the true meaning of being a captain and a leader. Ace's bloodline revealed. The battle at Marineford is absolute chaos, with both sides fighting desperately for what they believe in. But amid the turmoil, something unexpected happens. As Whitebeard's pirates charge into the battlefield, the world learns a shocking truth. Ace's true bloodline is revealed. The revelation that Ace is the son of Gol D. Roger, the legendary pirate king, sends shockwaves through the world, flipping the entire situation upside down. It's a revelation that makes everyone question their perceptions, shaking not just the Marines, but pirates and civilians alike. Just before Ace is about to be executed, Whitebeard and Luffy step in to save him, launching an all-out assault to free their brother. Whitebeard, in typical fashion, doesn't hold back. His powers, fueled by his devil fruit, shake the very foundation of the battlefield, creating cracks in the ground and devastating the surroundings as he fights to protect not only his crew, but his family. He makes it clear that he will not let anyone touch his sons without facing the consequences. The sacrifice of Whitebeard. In one of the most heartbreaking moments of the battle, Whitebeard makes the ultimate sacrifice. He knows that the only way for Luffy and Ace to survive and escape is if he stays behind to fight. Despite the injuries he's already sustained, Whitebeard refuses to back down. He's not just fighting for himself, but for his crew, his sons, and the legacy of the Whitebeard pirates. With a final, powerful stand, he holds off the Marines, allowing Luffy and Ace the chance to escape. As Whitebeard faces his end, Luffy and Ace are devastated. Their father, the man who had given them everything, is gone. But in this moment of loss, a new resolve is born. The bond between Luffy and Ace grows even stronger under Whitebeard's flag. They vow to get stronger, not just to survive, but to avenge their father's death. This moment will forever shape the course of their journey. So, what are your thoughts on this? Let us know in the comments below.